Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I'm going home today.
So if anyone wants to hang out with Shana, she'll be back in Frisco tomorrow. If anyone wants to hang out with me, I'll be here, right? I'm going to stay in Bozeman for just a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to stay here and work for the week, myself and Dave, and then we're going to go hiking in the Yellowstone on over the weekend. So
that'll be great.
Yeah, we plan on doing, well, initially it was 48 miles, and then Dave was like, the last day coming out, we're at so many miles. Why don't we just get a marathon, and why don't we just get 50 miles in the 3 days? So we'll see how that goes. It's probably a super bad plan.
And it's also 48 degrees.
Yeah,
probably.
So it is. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us today for episode number 648 of This and That on Acquisto Real Estate TV.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead with the roll call.
Roll call. Who's here? Good morning, beautiful agents. We're so glad you're with us. And if you're new, wow, that's awesome. Welcome and chat your name in so we know who you are. We want to introduce you to everybody else. So thanks for joining us.
Very good. We do have a couple of topics for you today. I think they're going to be pretty decent. We have held over from yesterday. When will the chlorine shortage end?
Oh, Lord.
So we're going to discuss that.
The pools can get built.
Yeah, but no, it's a real thing. So we'll go over kind of like why it happened, what's going on there with it, when it's going to end, what are some alternatives that you can kind of be looking for and utilizing, and will they continue going forward after that? So, and then Zoho Vault Backup, data backup, you might be getting an email, so we want to go over what that is with you.
We were all getting them last week and wondering what these are.
Yep, so we'll address that for you.
Yeah.
What else do you have? And walking around, you found some things the other day, didn't you?
What did I find?
Well, you found a downtown shopping.
At the boat at Lululemon. So Susan will be happy to know that they do have Bozeman attire at Lululemon, like with the Bozeman logo on them, on their.
You had previously asked for that, and they
Susan
didn't have it, and then all of a sudden you walked by, and yesterday it was a thing. And yeah, that was news for you, right?
Great. So, yeah.
Okay, good. Let's start. All Topic number one. When will the chlorine shortage of 2021 end?
Is it a secret?
I don't know. I just feel like it adds depth if I lean in just a little bit. I don't know why. So we have a couple of articles that we're going to reference and some links that we're going to throw in here for you guys and discuss, when this ends, why it happened. What
Did
are some
anyone even know
alternatives?
there was a chlorine shortage?
Yeah, well, there is. And that's something that, as an agent, that you kind of have to know, right? And that's our job each day, is to bring something a little bit new and unique. And it might hit you from the other side, right? But it's just something that you can talk to your clients about.
Yeah. What is the chlorine? What's the purpose of the chlorine in the pool?
Okay, great question. So the chlorine there is to sanitize what's going on within the water, right? To keep out algae and to keep the water properly balanced so that you have clean, crisp, refreshing water. And so you want to keep all the different levels at the right level. But we have hard water in Dallas, so that presents us with certain challenges, such as building up calcium, right?
Yeah.
So we get calcium all over.
That's
Maybe we'll do another episode on just calcium deposits, why they happen, and what we can do to eliminate them.
Dive into this topic.
Yeah, that was good. Very good. All right. So we'll cover some different water-related items later on with hard water and the issues that presents in Dallas. But for right now, we're just going to kind of go over chlorine and its purpose within the pool. So Omkar has a article, and we're going to go ahead and pull that article up real quick. Split the screen and show that off for us. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and discuss the chlorine shortage and what kind of happened. So if we scroll down, we're going to see why this kind of came about. Very good. So as we go down just a little bit more, there were several items that went into this one here, Omkar. And the background is there was a chemical fire that so it destroyed one of the largest chemical plants. Yeah. And so that was one of those things. That's a popular fast dissolving or slow dissolving tablet. And now there's a fire that destroyed the slow release granular.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's been a couple of different things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we had, this whole virus thing kind of came up. And so, there was the hurricane and then the fire. So those two different things, it shut down these big, massive plants. So now there's a shortage on it. And then chlorine goes up in price quite a bit.
It said it doubled.
Yeah.
Really doubled.
And it might have went even more than that, right? But it was really crazy. And you can only get so much of it. And you go in and you used to be able to buy like 50 pounds or something like that. And then you can only buy 25 pounds. And then online you see people selling like individual tablets for like high prices and whatever that is. It's been really, really crazy. But overall you have been able to get it, but the prices went up. So in doing so and going up kind of rather dramatically, what we wanted to see is are there some alternatives to utilize less chlorine but to get the same results?
Yeah.
So
you definitely don't want a green algae pool if you're trying to sell it.
No, we definitely don't.
If you're buying a home with a pool.
So that goes to Pool RX. So we're going to go ahead and show that off. That's our second link for us today. Pool RX, we've been using this for a little while now in our personal pools, and I have seen a huge difference on what it's been able to do for us. So I don't purport to know all of the details on exactly why, but our pool guy did introduce us to this. And you simply put this little basket, and it's not much bigger than, kind of your hand. I guess you see the guy putting one in there. That's the blue one. The blue one's a little bit smaller. The black one is for a larger pool. So blue for small pool, like really small pool, black for anything, I would say anything in our area. You can put multiples in. You can put them in the skimmer basket or you can put them in the pump basket. So you have two different options. But essentially, there's something with the minerals that are in, like ionizing it. I don't really know what it does here. And it clarifies and it makes your water way better. It's amazing. I have no idea, but you use less chlorine.
So mineral technology, that would be safer. I see it allows you to swim in less chlorine. So maybe this is even better than the actual chlorine itself.
Well, you have to use chlorine. But what this does is it allows you to use less. So our chlorine right now, in the summer, I would typically have it turned all the way up. We have an inline chlorinator, and that pumps out the chlorine. So I would normally have that dialed up to 5, and it would just be maxing out chlorine, and I'd be throwing extra in before I was using this. And I've been able to dial this halfway back to like 2.5 on the scale. So I use half as much chlorine, and I put this in. So if the price is doubled and now I use half, I'm back on the chlorine to the same kind of cost, but now I have to buy this Pool RX thing that lasts for 6 months. But the water feels better and I've had way less issues in managing the pool. So this is a good thing. The booster